When you were diagnosed, what you had, your condition, were you told?
No, not really, no.
Hmm. But when you were taken to the hospital, what were you told? Can you remember?
No, sir.
Just going to 3 years there.
It was just 3 years.
Oh, you were just 3 years then.
If I a month to 3 years.
Oh my word!
Because the birthday happened to be July, and we started the treatment July 28th. The treatment started June 14th. Just a month to the birthday, to the third year.
Oh my word!
So Friday.
But later on, were you told what you dealt with? I mean, when you were older, did Daddy tell you what happened?
Yes, sir.
Mm. How did you feel when he told you that?
I felt sad, but by the glory of God, God did it for me, and I was happy.
This thing it can be very, very devastating. I can imagine what you went through, you and Madame. No, I can't imagine, actually. I mean, you have to have gone through that before you can imagine such thing. I'm going to put a call through to Dr. Nneka Nwobbi. You worked with Dr. Nneka Nwobbi, didn't you?
At the Children Living with
Yes.
Foundation.
Yes. Well, let's speak with her now. Dr. Nneka, good morning to you.
Yes. Sir, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you for finding time to join us this morning. We have been discussing childhood cancer. Otumba is here. The champion is here as well. But let me ask you, because I'm getting questions on our social media about childhood cancer. People want to know the commonest childhood cancer symptoms and signs to look out for. Let's start with the commonest cancers in children. What are these common cancers in children?
Well, we have quite a few of them. The leukemias are one of the most common ones that we'll have in different part of the world. We'll have different childhood cancers dominating. But in Nigeria, we'll have things like Burkitt's lymphoma, which, funny enough, I've not seen much of recently. The lymphomas, that's like the Burkitt's lymphoma, Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, neuroblastoma, retinoblastoma, that's to do with the eye. The nephro is to do with the kidneys. Kidney cancer in children is quite common. So these are the few that will have. The brain tumors, are more predominant in the temperate region than in our own region. So we have quite a few.
But what are the signs and symptoms that parents can be on the lookout for?
We have what we call the Sensorial sign, which is like SIUAN. The S says seek for medical advice for whatever it is that is new in your child. You understand? I mean, you're seeing a new thing, you're not sure what it is. The best thing is to seek for medical advice. The I is for our eyes. The retinoblastoma that I mentioned earlier can be seen as the black of the eye changing. There are changes in the back of the eye. There are things like that look like bruise around the eye. And that this child has not fallen. There's no trauma whatsoever to the child. And all of a sudden you are seeing a bruise kind of injury around the eye. It could be, a cancer in that child. Then the L is for lumps in any part of the body.
Okay.
You feel a lump in the abdomen, in the legs, in the head, whatever. Any lumps at all is not good until it's proven otherwise. So any lump at all should be investigated. Take the child to the hospital to be investigated. The U is for unknown signs, just like the S. Take the child to hospital. If the child is having, let's say, bloody brushing, the child is brushing and there's plenty of blood coming out. The child is having blood in the urine. The child is not working well. The child is having plenty headache. fevers that are not going even after you have treated for malaria. You know, a fracture that is not healing. The end is for neurological signs. You know, I give an example of when a child is born, the child have to achieve what we call milestones.
Right.
From being able to hold the child's head to being able to walk. You know, a baby that is newborn have all these milestones to achieve, sitting upright. And so when those milestones start regressing, you know, and there's no reason for it, the child should be investigated. A child's gait changes, that's the way the child walks changes.
Right.
That child should be investigated. Then, like the lumps, you know, we'll have lymph nodes. If any of the lymph nodes go, you know, is becoming bigger than what it should be,
right,
please run to the hospital and have that child investigated. So things like fever that is unabating, anemia, you know, let's take leukemia. Like I said, that is one of the commonest cancers in children.
Right.
It mimics malaria. In our region, there's plenty of malaria. So a child that's coming down with malaria in food, you know, all the time, should have the child investigated. Malaria symptoms are the fevers, the anemias, the bone pain, and all that. So when the child is having anemia, the child is having fever, there's bone pain, the abdomen is painful and big,
right,
you know, the liver, that child should be investigated. So these are some of the symptoms that parents should actually look out for.
Indeed. Dr. Nneka, stay with me. There's a question that I want us to quickly deal with before the break. I have about 2 minutes before my break, or maybe a minute, Seth. But let me just drop the question so we can attend to it. Like, at what age can this happen to a child? Is there a particular age range?
The age range for a child by WHO is 0 to 18. So we're looking at anybody between 0 and 18 years.
Wow, even a baby, a day-old baby.
Yes, I'm sure Otumba would have told that he has seen very, very young children, you know, in the ward, or so young children in the ward when he was on admission with his baby. So from 0 to 18, we've seen children who are 2 months. Children, the youngest I had seen was actually 9 weeks.
9 weeks.
So
wow.
9 weeks, yes, 0 to 18.
Dr. Nneka, stay with me, please. Let's prepare to go to break. When we return from this break, I'm going to speak with Otumba some more on how long this journey took him, and perhaps maybe if you can give a word, an encouragement, some kind of good words for people going through this right now at this moment, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot when cancer hits. It can really put a very big dent on any family. But let's go to break right now. When we return, we'll talk some more on children living with cancer here on Nigeria Info's Morning Crossfire. It's Health Thursday, and I'm Sheriff Quadry. I'll be right back.
it's super easy. All you have to do is buy a pack of Indomie. Find a unique letter inside each of the packs. Collect all letters to spell I love my Indomie.
Aha!
And send the picture of your collection to the WhatsApp number 080-7700-9000.
Just like that?
Yes, just like that. Easy as 1, 2, 3. I love my Indomie.
Offer valid while stock lasts. Indomie noodles. Tasty nutrition, good for you. Promo we hand on March 31st.
Can you imagine? I just spent a huge sum of money at the hospital just to treat malaria, and we have to go back tomorrow. Only God knows how much person will spend for there again.
Mama Jare, haven't I told you about Runs Baja HMO? With Runs Baja HMO, you know not to worry about making payments out of your pocket. All you need to do is register and free yourself from healthcare bills for a year.
What? How?
From as low as 6,000 naira, you can get affordable and quality healthcare coverage for the health risk of yourself, families, schools, corporate organizations, and groups. With an active 24-hour call center service, living healthy is possible. Hurry now and get covered. Visit us on www.runsbergerhmo.com or contact us on 0810-649-4512 and 0810-324-7680. Locate us at our head office, number 30 Ubiaja Crescent, Garki 2, or our branches nationwide. T's and C's apply. Runs Berger HMO. We care.
Mama Jare, better flow with the current trend, though. With Runs Baja HMO, you have peace of mind. Say I did not tell you.
My name na Lady T. Professional Wi-Fi tapper. Hotel, eatery, anywhere where I see free Wi-Fi, I must enter. No Wi-Fi like this, Lady T don't japa. See, as guy, direct access to hotspot go show whether we go see later or never. But man, life no suppose get this kind wahala. That's now why with Airtel new plans for data, like 6 GB for just 1,500 naira, I don't get more data. So take do shakara.
Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans, like 6 GB for 1,500 naira. Dial *141# now. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Good life, magic. Good life, magic. Good life, magic. Oh, I can't believe this is yummy food food.
Glucose gives me energy, which keeps me going always.
Mama magic. Good life magic. Yummy, yummy magic. My friends, vitamins is good for my body. Glucose keeps me active and my mommy worry free. Mama magic. Mama magic.
My child does so much in a day. I don't want him to miss any of the fun and learning. That's why I give him Good Life Magic, the nourishing fruit drink, enriched with the goodness of vitamin C and glucose that keeps him active and complements my school meals.
Mama magic. Mama magic.
Good Life Magic. Taste the magic of good life.
I love my Indomie.
Hey, Timmy, what are you doing with all those Indomie wrappers?
Hey, Sophie. I'm collecting all these Indomie packs to be a winner in the I Love My Indomie promo.
I love my Indomie promo. How can I win? How can I win?
Well, it's super easy. All you have to do is buy a pack of Indomie. Find a unique letter inside each of the packs. Collect all letters to spell I love my Indomie.
Aha!
And send the picture of your collection to the WhatsApp number 080-7700-9000.
Just like that?
Yes, just like that. Easy as 1, 2, 3. I love my Indomie.
Offer valid while stock lasts. Indomie noodles. Tasty nutrition, good for you. Promo we hand on March 31st.
Guy, you don't blow. Now full match enter penalty. You stream live for your phone, so.
Now, as Airtel they give me more data, now to they flex more.
Pakam, now who get more? They do more. And with the new Airtel data more plan, same 500 naira go give you 2.5 gigabytes. And with 3,000 naira, now 11 gigabyte flexing you enter. So dial *141# now to begin enjoy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Mommy Shade, this child looks sickly. Try and take her to the hospital. I wish I could, but the expenses are too much. Don't tell me you have not heard about LSHS Ilera Eko. Ilera Eko? What is that?
Lagos Health is our wealth. Ilera Eko.
Yes, Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, has designed an affordable and quality healthcare scheme for Lagos residents. In Lera Eco, at your convenience, you can have access to antenatal, delivery, immunization, management of hypertension, diabetes and other illnesses, family planning and basic emergencies. Register with Ilera Eco branded agents and at the nearest Ilera Eco branded outlets. Pay 40,000 naira annual subscription for a family package or 8,500 naira for an individual package and start to experience peace of mind. For more information, call 0700 Ilera Eco or 0800 Ask Lashma or visit www.lashma.com. Ilera Eco, affordable and quality healthcare for Lagos residents.
Omo, it's so easy to learn anything today. That's how my little niece of yesterday tied my gele for me like a pro. When I asked her who taught her, she just gave me her phone to watch a video. Now, I can tie my own gele. Plus, I'm also learning how to prepare fisherman soup.
With MTN's reliable internet and countless learning videos on YouTube, learning how to prepare ofin salad is just one of the things you can learn online. Get up to 7 hours of free streaming on YouTube when you buy data plans from MTN. Dial star 131 hash to get started.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
So in the spirit of love, I'm inviting you to experience the magic of love at Fidelity Bank's Valentine event called Euphoria. So all you have to do to get into the event is make sure you download the Fidelity Bank mobile app, do a minimum of 5 transactions, and you're there. To get more information about the event, check at Fidelity Bank PLC.
Good life, magic. Good life, magic. Good life, magic. Oh, I can't believe this is yummy food food.
Glucose gives me energy, which keeps me going always.
Mama magic. Good life magic. Yummy, yummy magic. My friends, vitamins is good for my body. Glucose keeps me active and my mommy worry free. Mama magic. Mama magic.
My child does so much in a day. I don't want him to miss any of the fun and learning. That's why I give him Good Life Magic, the nourishing fruit drink, enriched with the goodness of vitamin C and glucose that keeps him active and complements my school meals.
Mama magic. Mama magic.
Good Life Magic. Taste the magic of good life.
Good day, honorable judges, my moderator, timekeeper, my fellow co-debater. My name is Samrita Kaushik. I'm 13 years old.
The auditions are over. Now it's time to debate.
The whole concept of democracy is a comment here in
The I Beg to Differ debate tournament returns to your radio on Monday, March 7th.
I strongly concur that the barbaric and outdated
16 secondary school students made the cut.
For example, if you look at Cameroon, what's happening right now, so there's...
But now, to stay in the game, they'll have to go head to head.
The full meaning of the job means joining other businesses. But how?
No second chances. Win or go home.
What if AI is the end of the world? What if? What if it will cause the end of the world?
Until we have one winner, 1 million naira. Join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, my panel of judges, and my great debaters, Mondays to Thursdays, live at 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And catch the replay the next day from 4 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV, showing on DSTV Go TV, Star Times, and on UHF Channel 57.
This tournament is brought to you in partnership with Paystack, supported by Printivo.
Chai! I remember when I did off my data up and down because I won't save them. But now with Airtel, I dey get more data to flex anyhow.
Pakam, now who get more? They do more. And with the new Airtel data more plan, save 500 naira go give you 2.5 gigabytes. And with 3,000 naira, now 11 gigabytes flexing you enter. So dial star 141 hash now to begin enjoy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
You parent 2 years ago. You parent last year. This year, you go parent again. Now, so you won't continue to pay landlord for this Lagos.
Do you know that with as low as 500,000 initial deposit, you can secure a plot of land with Tayan Group and stop paying rent? My brother and my sister, no be joko. Hurry, make you call this number and say bye-bye to Yeye Landlord. 090 44 777 777 or 0818
It's the season of love, and Konga is offering free delivery in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt for orders above 4,599 naira. If you love it, shop it. Download the Konga app today for more deals. Konga, the e-commerce group you trust.
Nigeria Info Treasure Hunt is back. Every day, every show, one hunter, one winner, 20,000 naira daily. Who will emerge the bravest hunter? Let the hunt begin. Terms and conditions apply.
My name na Lady T. Professional Wi-Fi tapper. Hotel eatery anywhere where I see free Wi-Fi, I must enter. No Wi-Fi like this, Lady T don japa. See, as guy, direct access to hotspot go show whether we go see later or never. But man, life no suppose get this kind wahala. That's now why with Airtel new plans for data, like 6 GB for just 1,500 naira, I don't get more data to take do shakara.
Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans, like 6 GB for 1,500 naira. Dial *141# now. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to the show. 8:40 is the time. Lovely morning to you. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. I have Dr. Nneka Nwobbi, consultant oncologist, on the show today. She joins us via the telephone. I also have Otumba Yomi Matthew in the studio here, who is a parent to Tamilore Matthew. Tamilore is a child who battled cancer at the age of 3 and survived the cancer battle. He's a champion. So I'm just going to call Tamilore champion all through the show this morning. Gentlemen, thank you for coming. And Dr. Nneka, let me start with you, Dr. Nneka. We're going to start with your foundation because it's through you that we have the guests in the studio today. Your foundation, Children Living with Cancer, you've had some interventions in helping parents and kids get quality access to healthcare, especially those battling cancer. Do we have a figure to the number of interventions that Children Living with Cancer Foundation, has been involved with?
Well, we don't keep tabs and numbers, but we've had quite a few interventions. We've been here for 18 years going, you understand? So we've been here for a while. I think the very most important thing for us was creating awareness, which we have actually done. When we started 18 years ago, nobody was fighting for kids who had cancer, and many people were not aware that children had cancer in Nigeria. We were able to get a school. I don't know whether I can mention the name.
Yes,
because in any case we should mention names. Yes, Avicenna schools, Pinefield schools. These schools have been quite kind to us. And then Caleb International Schools. The Caleb refurbished our kitchen for us. Avicenna School gave us oxygen paneling through the ward, so that every child who was on oxygen would have oxygen coming out just beside the bed without the cylinders having to be moved up and down. Unfortunately, that has broken down now, but we're working on it. We'll have Pinefield schools giving us water, clean water, because as it is in Nigeria, not all the time do we have water. So we'll have this water dispensers in the ward without water, and then they came and said, no, you guys need to have clean water for these children. So there's clean water, there's clean water, there's hot water from the dispensers. So we have so many personal interventions, and then and then on specific treatment too. We have people that we had gone to help. The last one that happened in December was the St. Vincent de Paul Society from the Catholic Church in VGC, giving every child 250,000. The children have gone. There were about 11 children, so this has gone on to help quite a few of them. Because sometimes October is there. He too has been very, very helpful. You can imagine a parent who earns, let's say, about 40,000 naira per month, being asked to pay 106,000 for just a course, or for the tablet, for the medications, for one course of chemotherapy. You understand? So more often than not, savings are all gone even before treatment started.
Right.
Because investigators, MRI is quite expensive, CT scan is expensive, ultrasound scan is expensive, everything is expensive, and there are no discounts or rebates given for these children. So their parents, who you can imagine are young people, don't have that much to help out with. So every help that we can get, we actually try to help. And of course, that what we do is to give the chemotherapy drugs on a regular basis. You understand? So I think the most important thing really is giving the hope that, yes, bring your child in, and then we can try to sort for chemotherapy drugs. That's the least that we can do. So that's some of the things that we've done in the past.
I have a message. I have a message on Facebook by Josiah. Josiah said, "My message goes to Dr. Nneka Nwobbi. She is a blessing to the world and children. Without knowing me or seeing me, she paid for my child's surgery." Do you recall?
Definitely, I recall. The man was very, very persistent, very, very persistent, and I like him a lot because he was open to questions. He asked quite a lot of questions and was like, "Why is this happening? What should I do? Where do I go to? Should I go to the traditional healers? If I go there, So we were communicating, and I said to him, "Okay, if that is what you want to do, but I want you to research on all these things that you're asking me, and I'll give you my own answer." So he will research, he will call back, and then the child needed surgery. He was like, he's not happy with the way things are going in Nigeria. Can he have the child surgery done? Shouldn't he have this? And I said to him, "Look, go on the internet. Luckily, that is there available now to anybody. Go on the internet, see what Now, at the end of the day, there was no money. I said, okay, fine, we would foot the bill. Go ahead, let's have the surgery done, and then we'll continue from that." We did that, and then the next thing was sugar. What can you do to make sure that the child keeps being better? And I was like, the first thing you need to do is to remove sugars from the child's diet, as much of the sugar as possible. And it was like, okay, fine, but the boy likes biscuit. So our last discussion really was on how to make oat cookies without sugar, so that the child would still have some of the things that he loves, even though some would be taken away from his diet.
Right. That brings
I remember him very well.
That brings us to my next question, Dr. Nneka. Is there a connection between diet in children and cancers? Because I recall you mentioned that cancers do happen between 0 and 18. Please enlighten us.
The childhood cancers that we know as we know it today really is not related to lifestyles. You understand, the way adult cancers are. But then again, having said that, I know parents whose children have survived cancer who had looked into their children's diet while undergoing chemotherapy or surgery or whatever treatment, the child had to undergo for cancer. You understand? For instance, one of the parents that, comes to mind, he says to me that, look, he looks at his child, and when the child doesn't look fit enough to go for chemotherapy, he doesn't bring the child to the hospital. I said, okay, what do you do at home with the child? So he gives the child good food. the first thing, like I said earlier, anemia is one of the things that one have to look out for. Now, before any chemotherapy, the child have to be investigated. And if the child is anemic, nobody's going to give the child any chemo. The child have to be transfused first, before chemo.
Right.
Now, this parent, does not want the child to be taking blood all the time. So
Right.
what he does is at home. I can't remember the name of the leaf that he says he gives to the child, but he said it is a Yoruba name.
Okay.
And he likens the leaf to blood, and it gives the child enough blood to withstand the next chemotherapy. Understand? So definitely there's a place for diet in treatment of childhood cancers, in all cancers, I should imagine.
Right.
Because still the same antioxidants and all that have to do with cancers, whether in a child or an adult. That's what we are working towards. That I and a group of functional doctors, functional medicine doctors, and clinical nutritionists are trying to see how Nigerian diets can affect the healing or cure of childhood cancers in Nigeria.
Oh, brilliant. That's brilliant. We need to begin to try and be packing our bags on the show this morning. But Otumba, quickly, before I come to Doctor, I want to know, right, during the journey that you had to walk alongside your entire family in 2011, did you get support from friends, family, and even your job? Because this thing affects almost everything.
Yeah. It affected all. But to God be the glory. My friend rallied around there in my office too. They assisted me then. I got. Then I even tried as much. One NGO came in there during the regime of Fashola.
Okay.
He got as part to Lagos State government, but no assistance from that place anyway. Let me just summarize it that way. No assistance.
Okay.
But to God be the glory, friends, and that we're able to go.
Impressive. We're going to take one or two calls, and Dr. Nneka, I'll come to you. Children Living with Cancer Foundation would see how we can give out your details so well-meaning people can support you, because you need all the support you can get. There's no doubt you need that support. But let's just get in one or two calls before we move on at all. Hello, good morning to you. We lost that call. Let's take another one. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sharif.
Good morning to you.
My name is Adenu Super Africa. I'm calling from Lekki.
You're welcome, sir.
I want to find out, do they have, Dr. Nneka, do they have provision for blood donation? I am a member of the Mark Anderson Cancer Center in America. I am a free blood donor.
Okay.
I can be a donor to them, and I can also mobilize people to donate blood to their center. Good morning.
All right then, Dr. Nneka, did you get the question?
Yes, we accept blood donations, definitely. We're actually planning on having a blood donation drive, whereby we'll ask Nigerians to give us their numbers. So we'll have a database where we'll keep their numbers, and when we need blood, that database would have the blood group, the type of the person's blood, so that when we do need the person's type of blood, we can actually call
on them.
So it would be fantastic to liaise with the gentleman and then go on from there. That is quite something that every other person is doing that, and we actually need to have in Nigeria. I'm excited.
Let's pick it up from there, Dr. Nneka. If anybody wants to support Children Living with Cancer Foundation, what information can you give out?
Well, we have different ways that one can support. You can support by cash, by kind, donating your time, volunteering to be part of the work. Can I give our account numbers and then our office address?
Yes, please, Dr. Nneka.
Okay.
Please go on.
Okay. So we bank with Access Diamond Bank, and our account numbers are 0001180 and then
can you take that again? Take that again, Dr. Nneka, please.
Okay. Access Diamond.
What's the account name? What's the account name?
Children Living with Cancer Foundation.
Okay.
Yes, and then the numbers are 0001180
Fantastic. Any other information?
Our office is at Maryland, number 16B, Mobility Bank, Anthony Way, Maryland, Ikeja.
Fantastic. Dr. Nneka Nwobbi, thank you so much for the great work that you do. I can't pray for you enough. I'm a very, very big fan of what you do because you're changing lives, and God bless you and what is yours, everything that is yours.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate Nigeria Info. You guys have been quite, fantastic for us. Have always been there, been able to carry our stories. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nneka. Otumba, thank you so much. Champion, thank you so much for coming. We have to go now. Lagos, Nigeria. I will see you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Bye for now.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.